Hello fellow YouTubers, LeggyWC's Time Motioner here, and I'm doing my very first top 5 video. And I'm talking about Autobots who, throughout the Transformers franchise, are really cool, but just do not get the spotlight that they deserve. So today, I'm talking about the top 5 Transformers Autobots that need to be in more Transformers shows and movies. So let's get started. Hound takes the number 5 spot because I thought he was a pretty cool character in G1, and sadly, he was the main character, kind of the main character in the first 3 episodes. Then after that, he was a background character, and I was just not a huge fan of what they did to him in Age of Extinction, even if he was kind of a main character in that. I like that he was voiced by John Goodman and everything, but he was just less of that really friendly Autobot. I mean, he was kind of the kid appeal character before Bumblebee. And, we got that really cool new Siege toy for him, so hopefully he'll have a few cool scenes in the upcoming War for Cybertron series. Mirage takes number 4. He was one of my absolute favorite characters in G1, and that design is so sick. And the interesting thing about him is that his original toy is one of the most sought after ones because it broke all the time, so you're not very likely to find a good copy of it. And on top of that, it's never had any reissues except for third-party knockoffs and such. And he was a really cool character in G1. I liked his highlight moments, bringing down the Decepticon ship, or trying to prove to Cliffjumper that he wasn't a spy. And I wasn't a huge fan of his Dark of the Moon design. I mean, as a design, it's actually pretty sick. I like it, but just not for Mirage. I like his original design better. And if they make him a Decepticon in the upcoming Netflix series, like if he becomes a Decepticon and dies as a Decepticon, I'll quit watching the show and possibly sue the producers. Out of the 1986 Transformers characters, Springer was definitely the best. He was so awesome, and the sad thing about this guy is that he seems to have a reputation of almost appearing in Transformers media and just not quite making it. Like, look at this Fall of Cybertron design. This would have been absolutely sick. I would have loved playing as him. I'm putting him in the middle because while he is kind of needing some television appearances, he has had serious prominence in comic books, so it's not like he's really needing a whole lot, but still, television appearance, please. Like if he's in the upcoming Netflix series. I mean, does he have anything better to do tonight? Ironhide was a very main character in the first 2 seasons of G1. He was one of my favorites, and with him, I actually kind of like his movie design. I'd really like to see the G1 design and movie design combined together, like maybe G1 colors and head, but then the movie truck and arm cannons. That'd be pretty cool. And the sad thing is, that has almost happened on more than one occasion. In the unproduced season of Transformers Animated, and he was going to be in Transformers Prime, which I would have really liked, but definitely not in place of Bulkhead, because I love Bulkhead. I hope he has a role in the upcoming Netflix series. I didn't get his Siege toy, unfortunately. Thankfully, there's talk about there being a 2-pack for Earthrise with Ironhide and Prowl. So if they do make that, I will definitely be one of the first people to get that. Now we have a few honorable mentions. You may not agree with me on all of these, but just please remember, all this is my opinion. So here we have Sea Spray, who in my opinion does not get the love from fans that he deserves. In Season 2 of Transformers Prime, we found out he'd been killed by a Dreadwing. Interestingly enough, He was going to be in Season 3 of Transformers Prime, but sadly they had to cut that due to time. And next up we have First Aid. First Aid was a pretty cool character in G1. I really liked him. I think they could do some more interesting things with him in current Transformers shows. Then we have Whirl, who has finally started making television appearances, but not really anything like the comic book one. I know the IDW one is really popular, and I wanted to make a TV appearance as one of the Wreckers. In fact, Hasbro, just do a Wreckers series. That'd be really cool. There was no doubt about it here. At number one, I have Jazz. Jazz is one of my favorite characters, one of the most popular characters. I've never talked to anyone who says, oh, I can't stand Jazz. Everybody loves this guy. And clearly Hasbro does not know that because he was a main character in the first two seasons of G1, and then he, kind of disappeared after that. I don't blame them about that, obviously, but in Transformers Animated, he was going to be a main character in season 4, and outside of that, he just always makes guest appearances. I don't understand it at all. He was in the first of the live action movies, but kind of got ripped in half there. I really hope he's in the current movie storyline. And please, Hasbro, where is his War for Cybertron toy? He so needs an update. So there you go. That is my top 5 Transformers characters who need more spotlight. So please remember, it's my opinion. I'd like to know yours. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And God bless.